Hi, I'm Kristen Benedict with the US EPA, and today I'll be presenting a brief overview of activities related to the communication and interpretation of sensor data. I'll start by providing information on where you can find answers to frequently asked questions on air sensors. Then I'll discuss the release of new educational videos. I'll also cover a recent AirNow Sensors Data Pilot effort and introduce a project that compares outputs of different public-facing websites, including efforts to discuss the results with various providers of the information. EPA receives a number of frequently asked questions on air sensors. We invite you to visit EPA's Air Sensor Toolbox for answers to common questions, including what EPA means by air sensor, how the technology is being used, common challenges experienced by users, and others. Specifically, on June 22, 2020, EPA's Office of Air and Radiation released a memo addressing questions from state and local air agencies regarding EPA's position on the use of air sensor data for National Ambient Air Quality Standard compliance. The memo also describes steps the agency is taking to better understand the data quality, interpretation, and management of sensor data in the ambient environment. Earlier this year, EPA released a series of animated videos, approximately 3.5 minutes each, available in both English and Spanish, that we invite you to view. The videos cover topics such as regulatory and sensor data quality, understanding measurements and your health, different sources of air quality information, and questions to ask yourself when viewing air quality information or considering the purchase of an air sensor device. On August 14, 2020, a new sensor data layer was added to the existing Wildfire Smoke Map on airnow.gov that integrates publicly available PM 2.5 data from Purple Air sensors. The goals of the pilot project include providing the public with additional air quality information that they can use to protect their health during wildfires and improve coverage where monitors do not exist. The release of the pilot coincided with a large number of fires in the West, and the website has seen millions of page views since it became live. We are receiving numerous positive comments as well as helpful suggestions for improvements from both the public and air agencies since the release of the new map layer, and we are working to address the questions throughout the duration of the pilot. Today, I'll share some preliminary results and findings from a project that compared various public-facing websites. The goals and objectives of the study included understanding the similarities and differences among publicly available websites reporting current air quality conditions in the United States, summarizing each information source, the technical methods, data display and messaging, data quality, and examining case studies during fire smoke events in California to qualitatively and semi-quantitatively analyze how current air quality information reported at approximately the same time is the same or different across websites. For the study, screen captures were taken of the air quality data reported by a suite of websites during 2 time periods in the fall 2019, specifically aiming to capture data that was publicly available during the fire season when public demand for air quality information is high. A subset of captured images were analyzed. In order to compare results across websites, we first needed to develop a standardized color scale to reconcile the different colors and messaging across websites. This slide shows the master color comparison developed for the project. Next, we use the standardized color scale to determine the AQI fraction per hour. The various plots on the left show the fraction of each AQI category in each screen capture for select days per hour. Sites are grouped based on common data sources, and timescales are in local time. This slide shows AQI fractions per hour on both a non-smoke day, far left, and smoke days on the right. You can see that the AQI fractions vary across hours and websites. In this slide, we take a closer look at the screen captures for a particular hour. On October 7th at 1700, a non-smoke day in Los Angeles, you can see the fraction of AQI varies across websites in the charts on the left. And the visual images of each website show where the differences in color occur. For each chart, we further examined the website to find any available information on the pollutant driver or drivers. Some sites listed the pollutant or pollutants. Others were site-specific, meaning that each point on the map may have a different pollutant driver. And there were some websites for which we could not readily find the information. In the next slide, we are looking at an hour on a smoke day in Los Angeles. Again, we see various representations of air quality and different colors across websites. One notable finding is that even for websites that use the same data source, for example, websites streaming data directly from AirNow, the fraction of AQI shown in any given hour can be different due to the extent of the website being smaller. For example, the extent of one of the websites being smaller than what AirNow is showing. Further, we examined available satellite imagery, but we are unable to conclusively determine from the imagery if one website picked up smoke better or sooner than another. Also note that satellites are showing total column AOD, not just surface conditions. In order to address the increasing amount of air quality information being shared by various public and private entities and the confusion that exists, EPA brought together stakeholders, specifically providers and interpreters of the data, to share information about their product and the role they play in providing air quality information to the public. Those discussions revealed that confusion over air quality exists because data is being generated for different purposes, needs, and users. A workshop summary, presentation overviews, conclusions, and next steps from last year's workshop are available on the Air Sensor Toolbox. EPA looks forward to continuing the conversation with additional stakeholders moving forward. I'd like to end by thanking all the contributors on the various projects. It takes a team of people to coordinate various outputs, including individuals in EPA's Office of Air and EPA's Office of Research and Development, our EPA regional partners, our state, local, and tribal partners, our federal colleagues, and contracting support. Thank you.